You guys, this time of year, we're all an indoor cat. Am I right? I'm an indoor person no matter what, let's be honest. But if you've been stuck inside all winter with your cat, you know that litter box can get a little odorous, okay? So that's why I'm excited Pretty Litter has sponsored the podcast. I gave the bag of Pretty Litter that I got to my friend Sabrina. She has now changed her subscription service over to Pretty Litter because she loved it so much. She told me that what she loved is that it's non-clumping and lightweight, was low dust, and the 1 6-pound bag lasted her a long time, so she didn't have to have these big bags all around. And now that she's changed her subscription service to Pretty Litter, it's shipping free right to her door. She's never running out. It's just coming when she needs it, and she doesn't have to have these giant bags all around. Indoor cats and indoor humans agree. Pretty Litter will help your house smell fresh and clean. Go to prettylitter.com/pinkshade to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. That's prettylitter.com/pinkshade to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy for your cat. That's fun. prettylitter.com/pinkshade. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details. All right, y'all, I don't like to gatekeep something when I find an amazing product, okay? As you know, I'm always searching for something perfect that's going to go on my face, go on my hands, and sometimes you ignore your neck, okay? Did you know that the skin on your neck is thinner, more delicate, less oily than your facial skin? It requires specialized care. I have been using this Go Pure Tighten and Lift Neck Cream. You guys, first of all, I had used this product before they became a sponsor. I have been using this product for a couple of months, and I'm constantly touching my neck now because my neck feels so soft. It feels so different. I can't explain it. It's Go Pure's proprietary firming complex. It's designed to visibly firm and smooth the skin on your neck and chest. I'm using it from my chin down to the décolleté between the boobies, and everything is firming up. In a consumer study, 100% of users said their skin looked more supple, and 97% noticed a firmer appearance. I am in that 100% bracket. They have sold over 1 million jars, guys. 1 million, okay? Like I said, I bought them before they became a sponsor. I've been using it for months. They have all sorts of products. They have a full line of science-based skin and body care to brighten, hydrate, restore your glow from head to toe. They have vitamin C serums. They have deeply hydrating retinol moisturizers. Every product is packed with clean, effective ingredients that deliver real results that I can tell you about myself. No harsh chemicals, no hefty price. So tighten, lift, and restore elasticity in your neck because your skincare routine shouldn't stop at your jawline. For a limited time, our listeners get 25% off Go Pure with code PINKSHADE at checkout. Just head to gopurebeauty.com and use code PINKSHADE and you're all set. And after you buy, they'll say, hey, where did you hear about us? Make sure you say Pink Shade. Tell them it's from our show because I am a huge fan. Hey y'all, we love the new season of Love After Lockup so much we had to talk about it for 2 hours. So this is a 2-part episode and you're listening to the beginning of part 2. If you need part 1, it's already in your feed. Thanks. Okay, let's move on to Kiana and Demondrick. Okay, Kiana is 27. She's a hairstylist and a pharmacy tech. She got 2 careers.
Yeah, she does.
Demondrick is 30. He is in prison for having a firearm under a felony indictment. Somebody's going to have to explain to us what that means because firearm under felony indictment, maybe he was under indictment for a felony and then he had a firearm.
That's what it sounds like. But,
anyway, he's in prison for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's another Texas couple. They're in Lubbock, Texas. Okay.
So it's like 8 hours away from me.
Okay, good. I was going to ask you if you knew.
Yeah. Girl, soon as I heard that, I said, James, please go ahead and look that up because Mayor Payne's going to ask me how far away that is from where we live. He was like, yeah, it's like 8 hours away. I said,
It's far. Texas is big, y'all.
But Texas is bigger than the country.
Yeah. Well,
it's huge.
It's not, but yes.
It's not that big, but it's huge.
It's big. So it's 2 days until Demondrick's release. Okay. So she is at home reading a letter from Demondrick. Oh, he's so great. He's so wonderful. And I got to say, this girl is super cute. Super cute. Now, we don't need to have a full wig corporate. We can just have one gavel. because people reached out to me, and I know reached out to you and said she needed wig corp. I thought she looked altogether great.
Yeah, I don't think so. Here's the thing. You and I actually had this discussion.
Yeah.
Via text message earlier this week about wig and the lace fronts. Because
it was Portia on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I sent you a picture, and it was like lifted up, and I was surprised because Portia always looks so perfect.
It's
and
flawless.
I could tell that the camera was not getting close to her. In the scene, they were getting close up to Kenya, but not close up to her. And I said, I think it's because the camera could see. They were hot. They were sitting outside,
and it lifted.
And it lifted, and the sun was right on her. So I sent you a picture. I said, this is surprising to see Portia like this, because she always is so together. And you explained it to me. And that maybe is the case here too?
I think it's the case here too. I mean, here's the thing. When you have on a lace front, you're going to see the lace. Like, you just cannot see the lace. Like, even if the best hairstylist puts it on there and you have like the best melting spray, you're still at some point going to see a little bit of the lace. Now, some people don't give a fuck if you see the lace or not. They're like, you don't see this lace? Here it is. And like, whatever. I did it myself. We're like, bitch, clearly you did. So it's with this Kiana.
Yeah, Kiana.
So to me, and I think people need to remember that there's lighting. So if you have any kind of perfection, that lighting is going to get it. So it's either, it looks like the lace was lighter than her skin tone, because she's darker skin tone complected. Yeah. So you're going to see it a little bit, but most of the time you get a little bit of makeup and put it on there, so it kind of blends in together.
Yeah,
and
that's what it was.
That's all that
blended.
It was.
Yeah.
I don't think it was blended well at all, because the wig looked great to me.
Yeah, she's a hairstylist. I mean,
she's a hairstylist. Yeah, she just kind of fucked up and forgot to blend the shit that day, which I don't know why. I'm like, you knew you were going to be on TV, but other than that, I thought the wig looked really, really good. Personally.
Well, also, she could just be, it looks great at home in the mirror, but then you get that professional lighting on it.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you notice in the other scenes, you really couldn't notice it as much at all. It was just that lighting. Yeah. And some people forget you have to do your makeup and your hair for that lighting.
Yeah. Like,
and these people are not Real Housewives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they don't have makeup artists and stuff like that doing their shit. So, yeah.
Well, I think she's really cute. So, she drives to work, and in her talking head, she tells us, I have bad taste in men because I was sheltered by my mom. She's, what was your first clue that you're on this show?
That you're on the show, yes.
And she says, and I was sheltered, and I'd grown up. Any man would tell me anything. I'm like, oh yeah, I am so pretty. I am so great. I would believe everything a man told me. So now she goes into this barbershop salon. It's called Suite 7 where she works. And this is a fake scene because obviously she's not there to work. She's just to chat with her coworkers for a background story, because she never goes to her booth or anything.
I appreciate the fact that they did marketing 101 and they had on T-shirts with the name of the salon on there. I was like, I mean, you make the most of your TV moment. Yeah.
So Courtney is the salon owner who has some terrible tattoos. She has a tattoo under her chin that looks like it could be like a beard or like hair. I was like, did she forget to shave her under chin? What makes you want to get a tattoo under your waddle?
I feel like sometimes people are like, I want to stand out. I'm going to be so cool. Where's the place that most people don't get a tattoo? That's where I'm going to go get this tattoo.
It's strange. It is strange.
Yeah, I would never, ever do that at all.
All right. So she is in there and she is talking to Courtney and this other coworker whose name is Kendrick. Okay. Kendrick is a complete hero and I need him in my life. Yeah. He was hilarious. So she is saying to them, she was like, I got to tell you, like, he's getting out early and I don't even know how. And Kendrick says, Snitching. Look, I tell you, I screamed. Because he's over there doing that lady's hair. And she goes, I don't know how he's getting out early. Goes, I tell you how. Snitching.
You tell he's from Texas. Here's the thing. We have learned that snitching will get time cut off.
That's right. That was so funny. Now, I know that you maybe did not notice this, but Kendrick, when he says snitching, he was working on this woman's pink hair and he was curling it and all this. Next time we see him, it's either the same woman or a different woman and he's doing her braids.
I feel like it was a different woman.
Okay, I felt like it was a different woman because the woman's pink hair had glasses on.
Okay.
And this woman didn't. But I was like, now if I put glasses on her, would that be the same lady?
I don't think it was. I think it was a totally different person.
Because when she walks in, Courtney says she's doing a retwist on this guy's hair.
Right.
And then later we show it again and the hair is like all undone. So what I'm telling you is, Matt Sharp.
You never know with Matt Sharp.
It's just the continuity is not there. Okay.
So I have this one listener.
Yeah.
Who is so fucking funny. She messages me when she watches this show.
Yeah.
But she only watches it high.
Oh, okay.
She will tell me, she goes, I just got done at the gym. I stopped by Chick-fil-A. I'm about to get high and I'm going to watch the show. And then she'll message me while she's high about the show. She goes, I don't know if it's my high ass, but did you notice this right here? And then it cracks me up.
That is funny.
I think like sometimes you should be high when you're watching this shit. So maybe you won't even notice. And I think it would help out. Like, wait a minute, was his hair really undone? Or yeah. So she cracks me up. I'm like, here we go.
That is funny. At least she warns you, like it's about to start. Here I come. Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right. So Kiana tells us she and Demondrick have been off and on for 10 years, but this time he's been around for about a year and a half. He was her first real boyfriend in high school. She loves everything about him. He's chocolatey. She could lick him. And she's like, oh, I can't believe I'm saying all this. In the talking head, Demondrick says, Kiana's a great person. We have a really good relationship. We're goofy. We're not serious about much unless it involves money, of course. And we get a lot of pictures of him fanning out money and his gold teeth and whatnot. And he says, I have an idea for a proposal, but I need to get a really great ring for her. And she said, it doesn't matter. I could get a cheap ring, but I'm not cheap. More pictures of him, with his money. So
you're going to be cheap when you get out of prison because you don't have a job.
You don't have a job.
Unless he's got that cash stashed away. I like a drug dealer that's in prison, but he stashed away his money.
You like it when they come out and all of a sudden they've got all sorts of money. We don't ask where it comes from, but...
No, it's just like, buy me stuff, buy me stuff, buy me stuff. I want this, I want that. I want Louis, I want Tiffany's. I think
we just need to pay the rent. I just think we need to focus on what's right in front of you. Pay the rent.
I want you to upgrade my apartment.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I need a new vehicle. Yeah. And I'd be like, I don't really like that motherfucker. I'm just using him for his money.
So Kendrick says, he's getting out on house arrest. So are you also going to be cooped up in your house? And he just says, yeah. And Kendrick goes, Courtney, she ain't coming back to work.
He's messy.
I love this guy. And Courtney goes, as long as you pay your booth rent, I don't care.
Right.
And then she says, look, I know he comes with a lot. Have you talked to the baby mama? Now, Keisha, she tells us Demondrick has 6 kids with 3 baby mamas. What? 6 kids with 3 women.
You can yourself text James and ask him how many times I rewinded that. Because I'm like, I know I didn't hear this right. I rewinded that 4 times.
This man is 30 years old. He is 30 years old with 6 kids.
6 kids. That is 5 kids too many. I don't care how old you are. No. Why would you want to date someone with 6 kids?
If he was like 55 and was like married for a long time and had 6 kids, that would even be a lot.
Yes. Like
30 years old with 6 kids.
And you've been in prison.
Well, let's see. Let's go back and look.
2 years.
This time he's been in 2 years.
This time. But you've also been in a 10-year-long relationship with Kiana, who surprisingly has no kids from him.
Right. All right, guys, I'm always trying to follow the latest makeup trends. And sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, but I will watch a tutorial and I'll be like, okay, you know what? That really worked. And lately I have found that with Thrive Cosmetics and their concealer. They have this buildable blur concealer that is working for me. I am living for it. And I found out about Thrive giving back. You know, they give back to the community. And I've told you guys already that I found out they gave all that money to the firefighter victim relief. And I was really impressed with that because that is a cause near and dear to my heart. So Thrive Cosmetics, you get it? They give to the cause. Another thing I'm loving is their liquid lash extensions mascara. I'm telling you guys, every time you see me on camera, I am using that buildable blur concealer and their liquid lash extensions mascara. And I've got on the Thrive lipstick right now. I'm telling you guys, I haven't gotten one thing that I didn't love and then reordered. You guys need to check it out. So discover your new trusty favorite from Thrive Cosmetics, luxury beauty that gives back. Right now, you can get an exclusive 20% off your first order at Thrive Cosmetics/pink shade. Okay. Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSMETICS.com/pink shade for 20% off. One more time, thrivecosmetics.com/pink shade to get 20% off your first order. You guys, this time of year, we're all an indoor cat. Am I right? I'm an indoor person no matter what, let's be honest. But if you've been stuck inside all winter with your cat, you know that litter box can get a little odorous, okay? So that's why I'm excited Pretty Litter has sponsored the podcast. I gave the bag of Pretty Litter that I got to my friend Sabrina. She has now changed her subscription service over to Pretty Litter because she loved it so much. She told me that what she loved is that it's non-clumping and lightweight, was low dust, and the 1 6-pound bag lasted her a long time, so she didn't have to have these big bags all around. And now that she's changed her subscription service to Pretty Litter, it's shipping free right to her door. She's never running out. It's just coming when she needs it, and she doesn't have to have these giant bags all around. Indoor cats and indoor humans agree. Pretty Litter will help your house smell fresh and clean. Go to prettylitter.com/pink shade to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. That's prettylitter.com/pink shade to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy for your cat. That's fun. prettylitter.com/pink shade. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details.
Yeah.
So anyway, Demondrick has 6 kids with 3 baby mamas. And, you know, I don't have any problem with the other baby mamas. I've just got the problem with the one. And it's Joella. Now, Joella, she goes, I don't really like saying her name. And so she tells Courtney, she goes, I've been very respectful, but Joella is just constantly posting about him on social media. We see all the posts. It's like the eggplant, the dripping, that my man, my happy Valentine's Day to my man, to my baby daddy, to my man.
Yeah. Okay. Why are you mad at this girl? Because clearly your boyfriend is in a relationship with this girl as well as you.
Yeah.
Like,
so Kendrick is now working on a woman's braids, to which I say, same lady, different lady, not sure. And he says, he goes, you know, that means he's talking to her if she's posting like that. And y'all going to be at the bus station together waiting on him. And she's just,
and I believe Kendrick. Yeah. I told, when I was like, he is fucking preaching up in this hair salon today. Like he is spilling all the truth right now.
It is so funny. So then she says, well, Demondrick has cheated on me with Joella twice. So, you know, once in the beginning of the relationship, you know, it's not an excuse, but his best friend was killed in a car accident and he wasn't himself mentally. But then she got pregnant. So I'm like, was this in high school? We don't know. And she says, yeah, I probably spent about $20,000 on him.
No.
And no, I don't. No, I definitely don't think he's using me because, like, we love each other from high school, right?
From high school.
Courtney goes, you're being naive. You're being naive. I've done this before. I've fallen for this before. And this is the 3rd time you're getting back together with this guy.
And Courtney looks like she loves to date a prisoner.
Courtney says, you don't think I have my man's prison number underneath my chin. I've been there, girl. What if what's under her chin is like a barcode? You know what I mean? Like sometimes people get that barcode on there.
I don't know, but I feel like you were right the first time when you said a dude's name is underneath there.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. What happens if she gains weight and that shit's hanging?
What happens when she gets old?
80 years old and that shit's just hanging there.
It's
gross.
So the talking head, Courtney says, I don't trust this guy. I absolutely don't trust this guy. There's obviously something going on with this baby mama. And, why would she take that time to post on social media about him if they weren't together?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Kendrick, our hero, says, Kendrick, he goes, he's going to keep going back to jail, and Kiana going to do whatever, and then Kiana's going to be there when he get out, and then he going to have 12 more kids while he's out this time, and then you're going to be waiting on him and all 12 of them new kids when you get out the next time.
He, like I said, like he is doing a full sermon in the salon today. And
that lady wasn't even laughing, whose hair he was, she wasn't even laughing.
Because she's probably used to him talking like that. Like, this is nothing new to her. Like, she's just glad. I'm glad he ain't talking about me and my man this time. Like, she's staying out of it. So
Kiana laughs and goes, now I'm about done with you. But she laughs because she knows he's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, one day until release. Now, we see her at her very cute house, but it seems like a rental. It seems like nobody lives there.
Really?
It does. There's not.
I always get so fooled.
Unless these are the neatest people on the planet, there's not one personal effect anywhere. It's like every shelf is like perfectly styled. There's no like you didn't throw your keys in the bowl or, oh, I got my cell phone charger there. It's like none of that. No mess. And maybe I'm just messy. So we get this very nice and refreshing stepfather story. Thank the Lord.
Yes. We don't get this very often. No. So
when she was 12, her stepdad came into her life. His name is Marcus. She calls him G-Paw. And he came into her life, and he was a wonderful father figure to her, and he's been a great influence in her life. And she asked G-Paw to come with her because she didn't want to drive that 5 hours to Fort Worth by herself.
Yeah.
And so it's cute. Like G-Paw's like, I'll drive you. So he gets in the driver's seat. He's driving.
He's like, I get $100 on the gift card.
How much on the Amazon? Because I got...
Wait. Do I do it now?
Some grilling equipment I've been eyeballing.
Yeah.
So first they're going to go to Lamondrick's dad's house to get some of his clothes and stuff. She was like, I can't afford to get all new clothes for him. He's only been in prison a year and a half, so probably everything's still kind of in style.
Yeah.
If it had been 10 years, you might want to...
That's different.
Update it a little bit. So she's talking to G-Paw in the car. She's like, I'm nervous. I can't believe it's actually happening. And the talking head, G-Paw, says, she's given this guy several chances. And if he can show he's a good guy, I'm going to treat him as a good guy. But if he shows he's a bad guy to her, and then I'm going to really go into daddy mode.
Well, he's already shown he's a bad guy to her.
3 times.
6 times. 6.
Great point.
Got 6 children. And he's in prison. So, yeah.
So they go to Demondrick's family's house. G-Paw knows the parents from back in the day. And she says, I don't have a problem. I like everybody just fine. G-Paw knows them really well. But the real problem here is the sister. Her name is Beatrice. And we meet the family. Everybody's nice. They're very welcoming. Beatrice has her arms crossed and her eyelashes are to the gods.
Yeah, so we talked about this last night, and
we did.
I love a long eyelash. Like, I want to look like a baby giraffe when I wake up in the morning.
Keisha.
But what I do not want is it to look like a tarantula and all her babies are on my eyelids. It was a lot. And for me to say eyelashes are a lot, that's pretty bad.
Keisha, this is in my opinion, a very attractive woman who has ruined herself with these eyelashes.
And they're so thick, which again, coming from me, it looked like she had a black eye almost.
You can't
tell her eyelid from the eyelashes. It just all looks black. Listen, it was a lot. It was bad.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I've made a meme out of it. Okay. So anyway, she makes it sound like this woman's going to be awful, but she's really not. She acts like she's going to be a big bitch to her, but she's really not. So,
she was giving big bitch energy, was sitting in that chair with her arms folded.
She was.
Like bitch. She was looking at her like, "Ho, why is you here?"
I know, but I think she knows who her brother is.
I think so too.
So the talking head, Kiana says, like, I have a problem with Beatrice because she's kind of close to Juela, the baby mama, and I hope that she and I can get a better relationship because I'm not going anywhere. Excuse me. So Dad opens the garage and shows all the tubs of clothes. She's like,
shit.
these are clothes, these are, and G-Paw's like, no. I'm not taking that. I am not taking that.
That was a lot of shit in there.
That was a lot of shit in there.
It was a whole storage unit filled with his stuff.
Yeah, it was. It was. I went back up to look to make sure I was saying Joella's name right because I don't want to say her name wrong. It is Joella. I had it right. So he's like, G-Paw's like, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
That wasn't gonna fit.
That will not fit in my car. So the talking head, Beatrice says, Kiana, my relationship with her is, I don't know. My brother loves her, but I know my brother. And I feel like with him being confined in prison, of course, you want to say you're going to be focused and everything. But when you hit the streets, it's a totally different thing. So I don't know if that relationship's going to work out.
And you just feel kind of bad for her because she is head over heels in love with this guy.
She thinks he's the same guy from high school. She thinks he's that same guy, but they're 30 years old now. He's not the same guy he was.
He ain't shit.
He's had 6 kids with other people.
6 fucking
6
kids.
people.
Y'all can't even go out to eat. Y'all can't even all fit in the same vehicle. Like,
crazy.
You have to have a third row.
It's almost as many kids as Montana Mills.
Look, I can never love a man with that many kids.
That's
I
hard.
don't care how great and wonderful you are, unless your kids live in an entirely different country.
Yeah.
That's just a lot. And then I'm sure she's going to want to have a kid. So that's 7 kids.
Right.
They can probably get their own show.
Well, you know what? There's a silver lining. So back at the house, we have Dad, Beatrice, the brother-in-law, who in headphones playing Xbox. He didn't give a fuck. He's like,
I don't even know why they put his name on there.
And Kiana and G-Paw are there, and they're all talking. And they're saying Demondrick is going to be on an ankle monitor and house arrest for about a month. And Beatrice says, as a reminder, Demondrick is a I do what I want kind of person. And G-Paw says, yeah, he's going to have to settle down because, these streets are different out here. And Beatrice says, the past should be the past and just move forward regarding Joella. And you and Joella don't have to like each other, but there is a lot of history there, meaning like they have kids together.
They have 2 kids.
And Kiana says,
is it 2 kids or 3
we don't
kids?
know.
I thought it was 2.
Does he have 4? Does he have 1? We just know 6 kids total with 3 women.
Yeah.
We don't know what And Kiana goes, well, that's right. That's right. I agree. But it's all about respect. And, Joella has to respect me because, we're grown women. Your talking head, Kiana goes, look, I know there's already a draw to Joella because he is the father to her kids. And there's going to be temptation there and trust issues. And Joella is in our life forever because of the kids. And it's going to be hard, but I don't want it to be hard. Why does it have to be hard? Like, we should be able to get along.
Because your boyfriend is still trying to fuck his baby mama. That's why it's hard. Also,
why is Kiana and her dad, G-Paw, going to get him out of prison and nobody in his family is going to get him?
They don't want to deal with his ass. You can tell he ain't shit. He's probably never had a real job. He's for the streets.
And his sister is like, I know he says he's going to be focused on you, but he's never done that.
But he's not.
And he's not going to.
Nope.
And he's not going to do it with Joella either or the 2 other women.
No. Kendrick had it right. He ain't done having kids.
No, 6 is just a starter pack.
That's just a start. It's a starter kit. Yep.
Starter kit. And the talking head, Lamondrick says, the issue with the baby's mom, meaning Joella, is that she still loves me. She still wants me. And she realized how bad it was when I was gone. So we're just going to have to see how it works when I get out. Then they show his mugshot. She was
used to that drug dealer money.
Yes.
Yes.
And we see his mugshot with these Mickey Mouse ears, hair. And have you ever seen a hairdo like this? Now, people are like, oh, it's just like a man having buns. But it fully looks like he's wearing Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah. No. I got to disagree with you here.
Okay. All right.
It does not look like he's wearing Mickey Mouse ears. It looks like he was part of the original with Annette Funicelli, the hat ears. That's what it looks like he has. Not the new cute ones.
Oh,
No. It was it was a black little hat and then the ears were on that.
Yes.
Yeah. The original Mickey Mouse Club.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't understand why he would do that. I
didn't get it.
That was a choice.
Every time they showed that, I was like, whoa, is he wearing a hat?
Yeah. That's what it looks like. Yep.
It was crazy. And so then, okay, so blah, 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 hold on. So sorry, I got lost. Okay, so Beatrice calls Joella on. We think it's the end.
Messy.
We think it's the end because they drive off and whatever. But then we see Beatrice call Joella and says, okay, so they were just here and they got Demondrick's stuff and they're on their way to get Demondrick. And Joella goes, well, I talked to him last night and, you know, I'm not the only one. There are so many. She says, I've seen so many fucking inboxes about that man. And I already know how this shit's going to play out. Then we see some editing of like Beatrice and Joella smiling at each other on FaceTime, like they're in on some kind of joke. Now we do see in the previews that a bunch of different women show up for somebody. And I thought it was going to be Julius, but maybe it's this guy.
It looks like it's someone's like coming home party.
Yeah. And there's a lot of women there that all think they're the one.
But then we also have two other couples that we haven't met yet.
I know. Well, one for sure. I don't know about. Maybe we have two.
I thought it. I don't know why. I don't know where I got two from.
I'm only thinking of the one is like the white guy and the blonde girl.
No, it's another black girl too.
Oh, okay.
She goes, well, who is this big booty bitch?
Yeah, right. But I don't know if she's a part of all of these people we've already seen because it seems like these guys have all these women.
I don't know, but I'm about to get who is this big booty bitch on a t-shirt because that right there, I like that.
Somebody asked us to get that what we said about inmate to roommate to get like just basic ratchet white girl
on a t-shirt.
Yeah. It's just a basic ratchet white girl. All right, so G-Paw and Kiana arrive at the hotel. So in the talking head, she says, now back in the day, I would just chase him down all the time, but I don't have time for that now. I'm too old. It needs to be like a serious relationship. Good luck, girl.
Girl, you're chasing him down right now.
Right now.
He's in prison. Literally. You're chasing him down and he's locked up. What do you think? You better get your Olympic running shoes on because soon as he gets out, you're going to be running after him. Like, right. I feel bad for her. She seems so sweet.
She seems so sweet. And she's got two professions.
Jobs.
Like you have to train to be a pharmacy tech and you have to train
like she's
to
got
be
full-blown careers. And she is chasing this raggedy ass man. I don't get it.
All right. So now she is getting ready. She's getting ready to go. It's 2 hours until his release. And she said, you know, it's been 10 years. So I don't know. He's got some kind of hold on me. And yeah, the last time I had sex was with him right before he went in 2 years ago.
I think this guy must have like, what did Mike call it? Devil dick.
Magical penis.
Because a magical penis, like it is like encased in gold or something like that. She
loves those Mickey Mouse ears. Yeah.
Ugh.
So she's in a cute black top and pants and fuzzy slippers. She literally has
I did not get that.
Pearl necklace and like a very cute outfit and then fuzzy slippers.
I don't, but you know, I see a lot of girls walking around like that. I'm like, those are not shoes. Those are house shoes.
I know.
To me, those are house shoes.
Those are in the house shoes.
Yeah, you don't wear those. You don't like coordinate your outfit with the fuzzy slippers.
It's just like the kids wearing pajama bottoms all the time. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Like that is not an outfit. Like those are pajamas.
Raise your standards. All right. So G-Paw's joking around about putting him on the hood and putting her in the back seat. She's like, you're going to have to look away. And then she keeps saying pineapples. Is that like her look away word? Pineapples?
I guess so. I don't know.
She's like, I'm going to have to tell him pineapples. I was like,
she did. I'm like, isn't that like a sex term? Like, oh, you're choking me too hard. Pineapples. Like that's our safe word. I didn't get why she kept saying that to her dad.
I don't get it either.
It was weird.
So then she's dancing around with her sign outside and everything. It's taking a long time. It's like 45 minutes, an hour. Yeah. We always know this always happens. They get there at 7 a.m. They don't come out till like 10.
Right.
So she's dancing around with her sign. A car drives up, but it doesn't come out. It like stops and kind of backs up. And she's like, I don't understand this. So an officer calls her. It's like, I'm so-and-so from the blah, blah, blah. And then I hear her say, I don't want no problems. And my prediction is that they started to pull out and saw all the cameras and everything there. And we're like, you're going to either have to go down the road with that because you can't have it right outside the building.
And usually they're never that close to the building when they do a pickup.
Right. Okay. So Yeah.
She was thinking about that dick and didn't read all the rules and regulations of the pickup. So she messed up. So
she said, G-Paul, we can be right outside.
Because we know he comes to her because we saw it in the preview.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She's running around with her slippers. Okay. All righty. Let's move on to Ashley and Julius. Ashley is 31. She's a waitress. Julius is 25. He's in prison for drug trafficking for 6 years. They're in Cincinnati, Ohio. One day until the release, and we meet her kids. Her name is Ashley. Her kids are Asherah.
I think you pronounce it the Asherah.
Asherah. All right. Asherah is 3 and Ashton is 9. Clearly 1000% this is an Airbnb. There's not a photo. There's not a fork on the counter. They do not live in this house. They are having takeout McDonald's for breakfast. Because
which I love at McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah. It did look good.
I love a McDonald's breakfast. It is just like chef's kiss to me. I don't know what it is. That butter that they use for the pancakes. Just, yeah. You know me and cakes. Any kind of cake. Pancake, hot cake, baked cake, box cake, professional cake, cupcake. I'm going to eat it.
Yeah. You're just like Angela. You can't manipulate me. She loved cake. She said, don't try to manipulate me with cake.
You can fully manipulate me with cake. Yeah. I can't do it. I have to have it.
James, take note. So her little girl's really cute. She's like into her makeup and stuff. In her talking head, she tells us, when I was younger, I was a party girl and I was a dancer for about 8 years. We see some of her incredible, beautiful photos of not her. I don't know who's in these photos, but they are gorgeous photos.
This bitch is a chameleon, okay? Because she's a shapeshifter. Because the person that we saw in the photos, the person that we saw in the interview, and the person that we see here at home are 3 different women.
Totally agree. The interview.
I don't get it.
And when she's in the house, I was like, what is going on?
I don't know. And when she's in the house, she looked 48 years old.
Yeah, she did.
She did. And then when she put on her makeup, I'm like, bitch, are you getting ready to die? Because your makeup is casket ready.
It's just so pale. Yes.
I didn't understand what was going on. And then you see her in the interview and she's really cute.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Make it make sense.
That was weird to me.
But now she's a waitress and she works mornings so she can be with her kids the rest of the day instead of working, at night and not seeing them. So Julius calls and now she's talking to him. We see she's got Julius across here. She's got Winnie the Pooh over here. We see her Julius tattoo and she tells him, she tells us she met him last year. He called her accidentally called her number and she realized it was a prisoner. She looked him up on Facebook and said, well, damn, he's cute. So I think I'll just keep talking to him. That's a great idea. I know nothing about this human who accidentally called me. So what I should do is get into a relationship with him.
Mary Payne, is the dating scene that horrible that
maybe
you would resort to a prisoner who accidentally called you? You don't know why he's in prison. Period, point blank. He can be in prison for like horrible things. You know what I mean? You go to his Facebook page, you see that he is cute. Therefore, you contact him.
And he's in drug trafficking. So, yeah.
That's really a person you want to have around your kids.
Now, he is attractive. I will give him that.
There's a lot of attractive people in the world. I don't want to date them.
That's true.
Not at all.
So, they've been dating for about a year. They've never met in person. She tried many times to get approval to see him, but for some reason, she never got approved.
Now, we knew immediately what that meant.
That he said,
I don't want you coming to the prison.
He said, do not approve her.
Do not approve her. I don't know who she is. I accidentally called her one time. Now she's obsessed with me. I don't know this person. Please don't approve her. But her dumb ass thinks that there's some probably technicality that has happened.
Yeah. Ugh. All right, y'all. I don't like to gatekeep something when I find an amazing product, okay? As you know, I'm always searching for something perfect that's going to like go on my face, go on my hands. And sometimes you ignore your neck. Okay. Did you know that the skin on your neck is thinner, more delicate, less oily than your facial skin? It requires specialized care. I have been using this Go Pure Tighten and Lift Neck Cream. You guys, first of all, I had used this product before they became a sponsor. I've been using this product for a couple of months and I'm constantly touching my neck now because my neck feels so soft. It feels so different. I can't explain it. It's Go Pure's proprietary firming complex. It's designed to visibly firm and smooth the skin on your neck and chest. I'm using it from my chin down to the décolleté between the boobies, and everything is firming up. In a consumer study, 100% of users said their skin looked more supple and 97% noticed a firmer appearance. I am in that 100% bracket. They have sold over 1 million jars, guys. 1 million, okay? Like I said, I bought them before they became a sponsor. I've been using it for months. They have all sorts of products. They have a full line of science-based skin and body care to brighten, hydrate, restore your glow from head to toe. They have vitamin C serums. They have deeply hydrating retinol moisturizers. Every product is packed with clean, effective ingredients that deliver real results that I can tell you about myself. No harsh chemicals, no hefty price. So tighten, lift, and restore elasticity in your neck because your skincare routine shouldn't stop at your jawline. For a limited time, our listeners get 25% off Go Pure with code PINKSHADE at checkout. Just head to gopurebeauty.com and use code PINKSHADE and you're all set. And after you buy, they'll say, hey, where did you hear about us? Make sure you say Pink Shade. Tell them it's from our show because I am a huge You guys, this time of year, we're all an indoor cat. Am I right? I'm an indoor person no matter what, let's be honest. But if you've been stuck inside all winter with your cat, you know that litter box can get a little odorous, okay? So that's why I'm excited Pretty Litter has sponsored the podcast. I gave the bag of Pretty Litter that I got to my friend Sabrina. She has now changed her subscription service over to Pretty Litter because she loved it so much. She told me that what she loved is that it's non-clumping and lightweight, was low dust, and the 1 6-pound bag lasted her a long time, so she didn't have to have these big bags all around. And now that she's changed her subscription service to Pretty Litter, it's shipping free right to her door. She's never running out. It's just coming when she needs it, and she doesn't have to have these giant bags all around. Indoor cats and indoor humans agree. Pretty Litter will help your house smell fresh and clean. Go to prettylitter.com/pinkshade to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. That's prettylitter.com/pinkshade to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy for your cat. That's fun. prettylitter.com/pinkshade. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details. All right, guys, I'm always trying to follow the latest makeup trends, and sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, but I will watch a tutorial and I'll be like, okay, you know what? That really worked. And lately I have found that with Thrive Cosmetics and their concealer. They have this buildable blur concealer that is working for me. I am living for it. And I found out about Thrive giving back. You know, they give back to the community, and I've told you guys already that I found out they gave all that money to the firefighter victim relief. And I was really impressed with that because that is a cause near and dear to my heart. So Thrive Cosmetics, you get it? They give to the cause. Another thing I'm loving is their liquid lash extensions mascara. I'm telling you guys, every time you see me on camera, I am using that buildable blur concealer and their liquid lash extensions mascara. And I've got on the Thrive lipstick right now. I'm telling you guys, I haven't gotten one thing that I didn't love and then reordered. You guys need to check it out. So discover your new trusty favorite from Thrive Cosmetics, luxury beauty that gives back. Right now, you can get an exclusive 20% off your first order at Thrive Cosmetics/pinkshade, okay? Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSMETICS.com/pinkshade for 20% off. One more time, thrivecosmetics.com/pinkshade to get 20% off your first order. Fan. So in the talking head, we hear his voice, and he says he's been in prison for 6 years, and he says, Ashley, she's great. She really cares about me. So, a girl like that, I could rock with. And I never had such a bond with a woman, so that makes me nervous. Her talking head, she says, oh, my first kiss with him involves aerial And, like, it's like the Prince, Ariel and the Prince, and Sebastian is singing Kiss the Girl. And that's how I first imagine it.
No, it needs to be Princess and the Frog. You are kissing a swamp creature. That is what it is. You've got the wrong movie. This boy is not. How old is he?
Well, he's younger than both of these women. So Ashley's 31 and Julius is 25. So he is definitely not trying to.
Super young.
Yes, he does.
This is no Prince Charming. He's nothing Disney. He is, no.
He's a drug trafficker. No. So he got 6 years in prison. He must have been 19 at the time because he's 25 now.
He's a child.
He's a child, and he's been in prison. Let's just say he's been in prison from age 18 to 25. Think about what happens in those years in your life. And he has been stunted.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So she says, I'm so excited about you getting out. Like, what's the thing you're most excited about? And he goes, being out, being free, seeing you. And she goes, yeah, okay. So your mom is going to be picking you up. And he goes, yeah. And she goes, so roughly what time can we see each other? And he goes, probably afternoon around 2 or something. And she goes, what are you going to be doing with your mom? He goes, I'm going to be busy eating food and catching up with my family. And she goes, oh, okay. Well, I thought I would see you sooner. And he goes, I don't know. I'll see you later on that night. Well, he just said 2 o'clock. Now he's in the same conversation. He says, I'll see you later that night.
Because he's coming to fuck.
Yeah. And she goes, wait, am I going to be able to meet your mom and stuff like you said? He goes, well, we're going to get into all that later, but let's just take this one step at a time. And so they hang up and she goes, love you. And he goes, all right, babe. Hangs up. She looks at the camera. She looks at the camera and goes, what the fuck? She goes, he always says, I love you first. Or if I say it first, he says, I love you too, babe. But now he's not saying it because this is going on, meaning the cameras.
Oh, you think it's just because of the cameras?
Yeah. She thinks it's because of the cameras because he don't want to get caught because he's got this other girl. And when it plays back, he don't want the other girl to see that he said, I love you. He wants to be able to say, oh, well, you can see with her, I was just putting her off. I didn't say I loved her or anything. I didn't say she can beat my mom. I told her she can't pick me up. Like, you could see that. But let's recall, he is the one that called her. She can't call him.
And let's not forget, he's also been talking to her for however long they've been talking.
Year and a half.
Yeah, that's a long time.
So she tells us, about 3 months ago, let me make sure a year and a half is right. Let me scroll back up because we really can't keep these people straight when it's brand new. She met him last year is what she says. Okay. All right. So now she says about 3 months ago, I found out he had a lot of other girls and, he's just using them for money. And, he told me, don't post on social media because it's detrimental to him. Because I posted on social media a picture with, his name on it. And, I know guys have to hustle and find a way to get money in prison, and I want him to understand, like, now he's with me. He doesn't have to do that anymore. Right. But then she says she's never sent him any money. So, yeah, he does have to do that.
Oh, boy. And I'm sure she feels like she's really the one because he's never asked her for money. Well, because he doesn't have to because he's talking to 12 other women that do that.
That's right. And she goes, I've never sent him any money. I'm not going to be that girl that he's using. And he's never asked me for money either. And it's been a year of me loving him. And now it's finally happening. He's getting out. And I know I'm in love with him. And I know that he loves me. And he wants to be a great stepdad to my kids. And everything's going to be perfect when he gets out. And remember when he called, the kids were like, oh my gosh, it's Julius.
Yeah, like your kids should not know anything about this prisoner. Like, stop. I'm sorry. The only guy in prison that may be okay for your kids to be around is like maybe a guy who like robbed the library or something and stole some books, but not a drug trafficker. No.
These women, it's just a show of bad decisions.
Yes, it is.
And we're surprised every
single time.
Every time we're
just like,
what?
They just get stupider. They really do. It's just like, how do they not watch this show?
Exactly.
I don't get it.
So, he wants to be a great stepdad. And so now we go over to Julius talking to another girl. So we segue into this girl named Alexis. Alexis is 29. She is a certified nursing assistant and a caregiver. Another girl with a career. She's very cute.
No, okay.
I think she's very cute. So she's telling her client, Kathy, she's Kathy's like, what are you doing? And she goes, well, I'm going to go pick up my boyfriend this weekend. The guy I told you about is Julius. And then we get throuple headshot. We get Ashley, Julius, and Alexis.
Yeah, I think now this is going to be something he puts in each season.
Yeah.
There's got to be a throuple. And then let's not forget, we think we have another throuple, sister-wife thing. So going on with Brooke and Bonnie.
JK.
Maybe Alex. And somebody else may fucking pop up. We just don't know.
And don't forget, Kiana and Demondrick, Joella's in the picture too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right.
So it is the end of Alexis' shift. So Diamond, her replacement, comes in, and it was so funny. It was so staged the way she opened the door. Because when she opened, and I know you didn't notice this, but when she opened the door, Diamond's like this, like, hi.
Is this the part where I'm supposed to act surprised?
Yeah, because she's like, oh. Because she's like looking at like, and scene, hi. It was
right. I didn't notice it.
So Alexis is telling Diamond, like, this is Kathy, and Kathy, this is Diamond. She's going to be taking care of you, when I'm out for the weekend or whatever. So she goes in the kitchen. She's showing Diamond where the snacks are and everything. And we see Kathy. Now Kathy's on her iPad. And then Julius calls. She said, my man is calling.
You took this call from your prisoner boyfriend
at work
while you're at work, not just at work, also training a person.
Right. With an old lady in the other room trying to figure out how to work her iPad, okay?
I'm like, okay, all right.
And her talking head, Alexis, tells us she loves to be a caregiver. And she says, it's weird. I did meet Julius through his sister, Nadia. Oh, who's this beautiful girl? Nadia is also gorgeous.
Yeah. They've got some good genes in Julius's family.
Mm-hmm. And she says, Nadia is like my best friend. And when I was like, he wants to talk to me, should I talk to him? And she's like, go for it. And we've been talking off and on for 3 years. 3 years.
First of all, Nadia is not your friend, because if she were, she would never introduce you to her brother who's in prison for drug trafficking. Mm-hmm. No.
But in the past 6-7 months, it's ramped up, and she has seen him 6 to 7 times in the past 6 to 7 months. There you go. Mm-hmm. That's why Ashley can't come.
Nope. Because his main chick is coming to see him.
Is coming, right. Now, Julius is telling her on the phone, I'm going to be paroled to my godmother's house, but I'm going to be living with you. Now, first of all, don't say that out loud, because the parole board can hear that, and don't say that.
Does Julius look smart to you?
Okay, that's a good point. He is technically still 18 years old, because you're always the age when you went into prison.
Yep.
So in the talking head, he tells us, I'm not used to being in a relationship. I'm used to kind of bouncing around and playing around with a lot of different women. We see a lot of photos of him. And he says, but this is something I'm going to try out with Alexis, because, she's really been there for me. And that actually means something to me. So the producer goes, so what about Ashley? And he says, look, it's a lot to juggle, but I'm not like the average person. I'm used to moving different. So I'll be ready for the situation.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
That's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Again, 6 years he's been in prison. If he'd been in like a year or 6 months, I'd be like, all right, he's used to it. 6 years, a lot happens. A lot in the world has changed.
A lot has changed. And then not to mention, when he went, he didn't even know all that much, because he was 18.
Think about 6 years ago. My son was 13 years old.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now he's in college.
And now he's in college.
Now a lot has changed.
Yep.
So back on the phone, she says, are you going to be nervous about living with me? And he goes, no, I'm not. No, I'm more like anxious. She's like, yeah, both of us, we never lived with anyone, because he was at home when he got arrested. Okay. He's a teenager.
He was like a child. Yeah.
And she goes, ooh, I'm going to get us some Patron, and we're going to have sexy time. I got to tell you, my butt's looking fat. You're going to love it. Girl, Kathy is right there. It's right there.
I'm just hoping Kathy had her earbuds in.
Me too.
And she didn't hear any of this.
I hope she's hard of hearing.
And she just waiting on her peanut butter crackers to be delivered to her on the couch. And you in here doing all this.
And her talking head, she says, oh, Julius, he's so sexy to me. I think he probably does have a big dick. He's skinny. He's got that build, so he's got to have something going on down there. And we see some pictures of him, and he is real tiny. He's a tiny little thing.
Yeah, but when they're real tall, they usually do have a big dick.
Because he's a lot taller than her. You can see in their pictures together. Yeah.
Those guys usually are the ones that, have a schlong. Yeah.
As they hang up, he says to her, all right, baby, I love you.
Because that's his main chick.
That's his chick.
Yeah,
he likes
that's
Alexis.
His chick. Yeah.
And she tells Diamond, she goes, he does. He just really loves me. He believes in me. And my man, my man, my man. And we always know what happens when you say it 3 times.
Yeah. It's
not your man.
It's a kiss of doom. Yeah, because you're like, you don't realize you're really trying to convince yourself that this is your man. Because something inside is telling you this really ain't my man.
You're right. You're right. So she tears up about talking about him. She says, when he came in my life, I was going through a lot. And he really motivated me and had faith in me to keep going. And she tells us in her life, she's only ever dated a few people. And when she started talking to Julia, she was fresh out of a relationship that was short-lived. It was only a few months. And that guy had said all the right things and told her he wanted to be with her and wanted a family, but it was just words. He didn't mean it. And she ended up having a miscarriage with this guy's baby. And she says it was a very dark time for her. And then she tells us she had a very hard time growing up because she was heavy and she never felt pretty. And it's taken her a long time to love the skin she's in. And he really loves her for her. And she loves her man, her man, her man. Julius is her man. And now we hate Julius even more.
Even more.
Because he is taking advantage of this woman who is not in a good headspace.
Like, it makes me hate him more, but it makes me really look at her sideways. I'm like, so you just got out of a relationship with a dude that was all talk.
Right.
So then you're going right into another relationship with the dude who's all fucking talk.
Right.
Come on, girl.
Right. And again, like you said, his sister is not her friend to do this to her.
No, not at all.
So Diamond is talking to her and says, I really hope when he comes out, he's the person that he says he is. Like, I hope his words, match his behavior. And, because I've been that way. Like, sometimes that person just gives and gives and gives and nothing is reciprocated. And I think if he turns out not to be, like, you got to kick him to the curb. Like, you can't go on with this. And she's
going to chase him.
She's being respectful and nice, Diamond is. But she's like, are you stupid?
You're fucking stupid. Like, I don't even know if you trained me right. Like, can someone else come over here and train me?
Am I supposed to be in her socks? Because I think she's supposed to have on compression arm things instead.
Yeah, like, because this bitch right here is stupid. Like, yeah.
I know, but I'm rooting for her because I think she's so cute and she seems like, and she's a career woman. Come on, girl. Come on.
I just want them to do better.
Every time.
Yeah, we just want them to do better. We already see the tears. We already see them driving recklessly because the guy has upset them.
Yes,
Get away. It's just,
So she says Julius has never had a real relationship and have been able to be out and like court somebody and go on dates and just like be home with them. And he just really wants to do that with me. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then we see, month.
So we see Ashley packing up her lingerie to go get him. And then we see Alexis setting up rose petals and candles on the bed since he's going to be paroling to her house.
Yep.
So I assume his plan is to have Alexis pick him up. Mm-hmm. And she's got the bed all set up. They're going to have their time that he's going to say he's got to go to his family's house, but he's going to go over to Ashley in the afternoon. That's what's going to happen.
There's a lot of A's.
A lot of A words. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them. Very confusing. Yeah.
This season on Love After Lockup, I didn't take all the notes because they do it too quick, but we see all the people getting out of prison. Mm-hmm. We see Kiana in some purple lingerie getting her ass slapped by DeMondre. She looks good, by the way. She's a cute girl. We see JK with Brooke saying, can I be inside of you? And she's like, uh-huh.
Ew.
We don't need it. We don't need it.
We don't need that at all.
We don't need that. Mm-mm. Well, here's another thing we don't need. Savannah's making jokes about eating P word. And Bradley says, I can't live on that. I got to get some actual food. And later she says maybe she'll just run him over with her car. So things are going great.
Hey, that's when you know you really love a man, when you want to fuck him and kill him. I am crazy for him.
The new guy, the white guy, shows a diamond ring that he's bought for the blonde girl who we see coming out of prison.
That's the person we haven't met yet, right?
Right, haven't met them.
Okay. Oh, she's going to eat him alive.
Eat him alive.
Oh,
He looked like a nerd.
Yeah, he looks like he's read the Harry Potter series like 7 times.
Yeah, and no shame in that, by the way.
No, of course. No, not for me.
Not for
but
you.
Poor him. Poor him.
Anyway, he's going to get eaten alive by her.
Yeah.
But he's got a big diamond ring for her. And it looks like Brooke is looking at a series of pregnancy tests on her counter, that maybe Brooke is now pregnant. And
Brooke or Bonnie, we just don't know.
Brooke is the one holding the pregnancy test, but we don't know, because then we see a scene of JK jumping out of a moving car. Brooke is driving and he just jumps out of the car while it's moving.
Like, I can't wait to see that scene. Because you know how mad a person has to make you for you to move out of a moving vehicle.
Because you
can jump out of a moving vehicle.
You can threaten it, but not often does it
but no one
happen.
does it. Yeah. You have to really be in fear of your life to jump out of a moving vehicle.
All right, y'all. I don't like to gatekeep something when I find an amazing product, okay? As you know, I'm always searching for something perfect that's going to go on my face, go on my hands. And sometimes you ignore your neck, okay? Did you know that the skin on your neck is thinner, more delicate, less oily than your facial skin? It requires specialized care. I have been using this Go Pure Tighten and Lift Neck Cream. You guys, first of all, I had used this product before they became a sponsor. I've been using this product for a couple of months, and I'm constantly touching my neck now because my neck feels so soft. It feels so different. I can't explain it. It's Go Pure's proprietary firming complex. It's designed to visibly firm and smooth the skin on your neck and chest. I'm using it from my chin down to the décolleté between the boobies, and everything is firming up. In a consumer study, 100% of users said their skin looked more supple, and 97% noticed a firmer appearance. I am in that 100% bracket. They have sold over 1 million jars, guys. 1 million, okay? Like I said, I bought them before they became a sponsor. I've been using it for months. They have all sorts of products. They have a full line of science-based skin and body care to brighten, hydrate, restore your glow from head to toe. They have vitamin C serums. They have deeply hydrating retinol moisturizers. Every product is packed with clean, effective ingredients that deliver real results that I can tell you about myself. No harsh chemicals, no hefty price. So tighten, lift, and restore elasticity in your neck, because your skincare routine shouldn't stop at your jawline. For a limited time, our listeners get 25% off Go Pure with code PINKSHADE at checkout. Just head to gopurebeauty.com and use code PINKSHADE and you're all set. And after you buy, they'll say, hey, where did you hear about us? Make sure you say Pink Shade. Tell them it's from our show, because I am a huge fan. All right, guys, I'm always trying to follow the latest makeup trends, and sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, but I will watch a tutorial and I'll be like, okay, you know what? That really worked. And lately I have found that with Thrive Cosmetics and their concealer. They have this buildable blur concealer that is working for me. I am living for it. And I found out about Thrive giving back. You know, they give back to the community, and I've told you guys already that I found out they gave all that money to the firefighter victim relief. And I was really impressed with that, because that is a cause near and dear to my heart. So Thrive Cosmetics, you get it? They give to the cause. Another thing I'm loving is their liquid lash extensions mascara. I'm telling you guys, every time you see me on camera, I am using that buildable blur concealer and their liquid lash extensions mascara. And I've got on the Thrive lipstick right now. I'm telling you guys, I haven't gotten one thing that I didn't love and then reordered. You guys need to check it out. So discover your new trusty favorite from Thrive Cosmetics, luxury beauty that gives back. Right now, you can get an exclusive 20% off your first order at Thrive Cosmetics/PinkShade, okay? Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSMETICS.com/PinkShade for 20% off. One more time, thrivecosmetics.com/PinkShade to get 20% off your first order.
Keenan and Lakin Give You Deja Vu is the podcast hosted by me, Stacey Keenan.
And me, Christine Lakin.
On Keenan and Lakin Give You Deja Vu, we recap the iconic 90s sitcom and TGIF mainstay step by step.
While I was a fan and watched every episode,
I am watching the show for the very first time.
We are lifelong friends and TV stepsisters.
So join us for a juicy peek behind the scenes as we explore what it was like to come of age in front of the cameras on a hit network TV show.
For sweet 90s nostalgia, breakdowns of classic 90s looks, and plenty of laughs. Let Keenan and Lakin give you deja vu.
On Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It looks like Julius has about 10 women from the previews.
I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we see Michael and Joey. They're having drama because Joey is saying to Michael, you're not even trying. And then we see Michael going, everything is so drama. But Michael, you're the one with the drama.
Oh, so, Michael. Yeah. He's chaos.
He's chaos. And we did see the other girl say, who's this big booty bitch? But we don't know who it's about. We don't know it's about somebody we've already seen or for somebody brand new.
Right. Yeah. But I like her already just from her saying that. Like, I'm rooting for her. I don't know her. But I'm rooting for you. I want to know you.
It could be that, what's his name that is with Alexis and Ashley, Julius. It could be a third girl because it looks like he's got a lot of women because he's standing around. All these women are around.
And Ashley probably has a big booty because she did used to be a stripper.
But Alexis
she could be the big booty bitch.
But Alexis
has a big butt too.
Because she said, I got a fat ass. Yeah.
Oh, I need that scene to happen next week.
We know who it's not. It's not Brooke. She didn't have a fat ass.
Oh, no.
She's got a flat ass like me.
And me too.
Oh, flat asses, What can you do?
Oh,
Maybe they'll come back in style one day, Keisha. And when they do.
We talked about this on my podcast.
Oh, really?
So the word is that BBLs are going out of style starting in 2025.
I've heard that.
Flat asses are back in.
Okay.
So I feel like we're winning now. We're winning again because flat asses are back in.
I'm going to be the hottest piece of flat ass you've ever seen.
I agree.
Yeah. Unlike the person that wrote me that email said, we'll talk. I'm going to talk about that. Keisha fell back on the couch. She can't even take it. We're going to talk about that tomorrow with Kimberly.
Boy,
I'm going to talk about that tomorrow with Kimberly.
Can y'all call me too? So I can be in on that. I just want to be on that part of the podcast. Because I have much to say. Because that shit is crazy. I
know. You have a lot to say.
You clapped back at her good. I was very proud of you.
I wasn't even trying. I was just like,
you did good.
You did good. Show me your picture.
You did good. Yeah. You did good. Yes.
Anyway, that's the story for tomorrow. I'll be talking to Kimberly about that. So everybody, this is probably going to be a 2-part episode.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to have to be 2 parts. All right. So this is the end of part 2. This is the end of part 2. So if you didn't hear part 1, I'm sorry. But part 1 is in your feed. We put them in there together. And when we go long like this, it's got to be 2 parts. Sorry, Ingrid. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry about my demon eyeball, but it'll be fine. You cannot
tell it all.
It'll be fine in a couple of days. It's all I can see. It's all I can see.
Of course.
That's it. You got, Keisha. So
yes,
what's going on the Libra Lounge with Keisha? Because I know last week you had the big Dr. Now episode. People were excited about that.
Yeah. So we have a new episode coming out Tuesday, and I've got to talk about the Good American Family, which is the Hulu version of the Natalia Grace.
Yeah. Oh, I saw previews that were like, what the fuck is this terrible show? It was terrible.
It's terrible.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
Which something terrible always fascinates me in some way, shape, or form. And there was some other show that I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to talk about this show, but I can't remember what it was. But tune in and we'll have the latest in celebrity news and gossip. But most definitely, and I had to do a lot of research to make sure I didn't get myself canceled while I'm talking about this show, because y'all know I'm going to talk about that little girl.
The actress of it, whoever's the actress.
They did Natalia Grace wrong. Like Hulu, y'all on some bullshit. Like faux real. Why did y'all do that?
And who plays the dad? Because the dad is so crazy. Who plays the dad? The dad is so crazy in real life.
And this guy is. I don't know if he's going to be able to match Michael Barnett's energy.
Yeah.
Michael Barnett is a soap opera actor. Like he has all the theatrics, all of that good stuff. So we're only on episode 2
How many are there?
The newest episode, I think maybe 5 or 6. I can't remember.
Wow.
Yeah, but they dropped the first 2. And they were also going to talk about Pamela, which is a new show on TLC.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about that because a bomb was dropped.
I heard. And I heard what the bomb was.
Yeah, and I love a good bomb. When you can bomb me, that is good. Because I was shook because I had not a clue.
Kimberly's watching that show.
It's good. Yeah. I actually like them. And you'll actually like them more if you see them on TikTok.
Okay. It's just like the Balin. Balin, everybody loves her from TikTok.
So, yeah. So, we'll for sure be talking about those 2 things.
When you open your phone when we're done here and you see the picture of a person, you're going to be like, what the hell is this? Just to harken back to 2 hours ago. It's a picture of my friend Mary Elizabeth, who was in the Balin. Yeah. Who was in the episode.
Yeah. I feel famous already that I kind of like know. You know, I will ride on someone's coattails in a minute.
So will I.
I gotta know her.
You just say, I know Mary Elizabeth. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I saw something today that tripped me out. Who was it? Brandy Glanville was out to lunch with some girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
And so when I'm looking at the pictures, I see Erica Rose, who we follow and talk to each other on Instagram. We've met before. She's been on my show before. So I feel that much closer to being a real housewife of somewhere.
Who is Erica Rose? Explain.
Erica Rose has been on The Bachelor. She's been on Below Deck.
Okay.
I know and love her from You're Cut Off, which was from so many years ago. That was on VH1.
Okay.
She's an attorney here in Houston. Like, yeah.
So she was on Below Deck as like the passenger.
She's been on maybe 2 episodes of Below Deck. Yeah.
I wonder if I know who she is. Because I sometimes... was it on with like a Captain Sandy or a Captain Lee, or is it more recent?
I cannot remember, but I remember one of the episodes that she was on was controversial because I can't remember if it was her or someone else had on like an American flag bikini, and that's when all the stuff was going on. But I'll send you a picture of her. You're gonna recognize her.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, you should text her and ask her how is Brandy Glanville? How's her face? What's happening?
You know, I'm going to text her about her face.
Okay. Yeah. See what's happening. I need somebody to step in and fix that for her.
Because on the pictures that she posted, she's all filtered out. You can't tell there's even anything wrong with her
Bless
face.
Bless her heart. So, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Everybody follow Keisha. The Libra Lounge with Keisha is the podcast, and that is also the Instagram, and you can follow me at Pink Shade Pod. And I'll probably be putting up a reel from this episode because some funny stuff was said. So even though you have to look at my eye, maybe I'll tell Caitlin when you show me to put an eye patch on me. Yeah.
Y'all, I have to remind y'all that when she does these reels, I don't see them till you guys see them. So just like y'all are shocked when y'all see them too, that's me as well. I'm like, Lord Jesus, what did this bitch put up? Like, what is it that we said? Because the last one you put up with the emoji from
how hilarious was that?
That was hilarious. And I actually put on there, Dave and James are 2 of the luckiest men in the world to have wives like us. Because look at the shit that we do.
Oh my God. Dave was watching Love After Lockup last night, and he was like, what? I go, just walk out of the room. He did a couple nights ago. I had it was Jasmine and Gino, something with Last Resort, and he walks away. He goes, these people have been on TV for a long time. I always thought they were a weird couple. I was like, see, you're watching more than you say you are, because you're noticing more. I was like, they are a weird couple, and by the way, it's all fake, and she's pregnant with somebody else's baby. He's like, what? I was like, it's too much to explain. Get out of the room.
Poor
Get
Gino.
out of here. Poor Gino. No, not poor Gino. He's in on it.
Think so?
Yeah, 100%. Oh. She posted a picture today with herself and Matt, Gino's uncle that's always on the show, and wife. And they're all sitting there watching TV together. And she says, this is my family. And Gino was at the strip club. And Matt and I were over watching TV with the uncle and the wife. So, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
You know, it's fucked up.
Very interesting.
Everybody make sure you follow us. And that's it. This is a 2-part episode. Episode 1's already in your feed. Thanks for listening. If you hung in all this time. Okay, bye.
Bye.
ads not read by me, Mary Payne, don't necessarily reflect the views of Pink Shade. If you'd like to listen to ad-free, you're going to go on over to Supercast or Patreon, and you can find the links to Pink Shade Prime at pinkshadepodcast.com.